So here we are, this is Colin Burnside here. Hope you're all keeping well at home. We're down at Portaferry here, which is the mouth of the Strangford Lough. Just waiting on the ferry coming back over from Strangford. So it's just sunset. You can hear the ferry on the far side. This is where the cars and the lorries and boats come onto the ferry. The RNLI rescue service are just over there. You can see the flag. So in case of an emergency, they have an RNLI craft that comes out, goes right across the road and launches down into the sea. And over in the distance you can see the I think it's Strangford Arms Hotel. It must be under some sort of renovation at the minute. If you look at it, you can see that there's like scaffolding around it. It normally takes about 15 to 20 minutes for the ferry to come over. These cars are probably waiting on people coming off the ferry. You can see a little, if you look between those two cars, you can see a green, like a green boat. You can see the front of it, you can see the back of it. It's launched every summertime, and the gentleman that owns it takes people up and down the ferry on tours. It's quite pleasant down here today. Another interesting feature, although you can't see it in the distance, somewhere out there where my finger's pointing, there's like a turbine, an underwater turbine, and it generates electricity by revolving underneath the water, because Strangford Lough has a very, very strong current. It can literally come in and go out again in an hour or so. So this turbine, it generates electricity by spinning in the water. So it can go either way. It can either go clockwise when the tide's going one direction, or it can go anti-clockwise when the tide's going another direction. But it's quite nice down here. So I'm just waiting on the, as I say, the ferry to come over. It'll probably be over in about 15 minutes. But it's a lovely place down here. Lovely seaside village during the summertime. There's literally thousands of people come down here in the summertime. I've been just so busy the last while back with my motorbike videos. The next motorbike video I think will be on the 14th of November from Donaghadee Parish Church. So that's something to look forward to. It's just the ferry I want to try and get here, because it's not often that I'm down here. If you're unaware, of the locality of this situation, once you go across from here over to Strangford, it's only about it's literally only about 3 or 4 mile drive on the road up to Bishop's Court. So if you watch any of my Bishop's Court motorcycle videos, if you travel from here on the ferry across, that will take you to Bishop's Court. This is the 7th of November. Lots of famous people come from Portaferry. I think there's a runner called Kira McGeehan. She was a middle distance runner who comes from Portaferry. I think she's not too well at the minute, but I understand she's making a good recovery. So thoughts and prayers are for Kira McGeehan if she ends up having to watch this video. See, there's loads of seagulls in the water. Sometimes you actually get seals popping up here, and I know that there's definitely basking sharks in the Strangford Lough. I was hoping to do a bit of wild swimming today, but it just ran out of time. It just got too dark. So you can just see the light in the distance, just at the end of my finger over there. That's where the ferry is, so it'll be coming over in a couple of minutes. It's very pleasant down here this evening. Also, thanks to my new subscribers, much appreciated. If you like this sort of content, share with your family and friends. Hit the bell icon so that you'll be informed when I bring out my next video, and consider subscribing because it's completely free. We're just waiting here. It'll only be about another 5 or 10 minutes before the ferry comes over. An interesting feature is in the Portaferry Hotel. Years and years ago, Oliver Reed, actually, I'm sure most of you have heard of Oliver Reed if you live in the UK or around the world. Oliver Reed actually came down here, and I think he enjoyed himself. I think he had a couple of beers, but it's particularly nice down here. There's been loads of good content I've been able to put out. The motorbike ones seem to go very, very well. Or you can hear the coming over now. I think the ferry's coming over now. Yeah, you can see it starting to move over. Portaferry's on the Ards Peninsula. Well worth waiting to watch. Somebody didn't print it. do they do burnouts on motorbikes? They do burnouts in cars too. And as you can see, the ferry has to go across because of the current. The ferry can't take a direct line. As you can see, the ferry's taking like a sweeping line. It's like an arc. It's coming over. So that shows you how strong the current is. In the summertime, they have triathlons, and people get into wetsuits and they swim from Portaferry over to Strangford on the far side, but they only have a very limited time in which to do that because of the tides. Of course, as usual, any comments, leave them in the description below, please. As I say, if you like this content, share it with your family and friends. You would actually think the ferry wasn't going to make it, but believe you me, it will make it. Very peaceful down here today, or this evening. Bring you around a little bit, so just bear with me for a couple of seconds. There we go. Sorry about that. Tons that ferry weighs. Must be 300 or 400 tons. much at the front of the ferry. There's the cars coming off. And these vehicles here are waiting to come onto the ferry. These vehicles here are all waiting to come on, so we'll watch them going on to the ferry. Van just going on. So a lot of these people have been working, and then what they're doing is they're probably going home. And they probably live over in Strangford, which is the far side. This is Portaferry, this side. Far side Strangford. During the day, there's foot passengers go on or use this service. Just waiting to see if there's any additional vehicles are coming. I suppose I have to wait for maybe 10 or 15 minutes. I can't see anything anyway, but I suppose they have to wait. But sure, it gives you something exciting to look at. especially at sunset. I think the last ferry runs. I think it runs until about runs about 11 or 11:30 in the evening. So 2300 hours, 2300 hours 30 minutes UK time. You see how quickly it gets dark down here? But it's still quite nice. There's my car parked over there, the white one. Here we go. Doesn't hang about too much. As soon as that comes up, the ferry starts to go. Oh, and thanks to all the new subscribers, much appreciated. Just stay with the ferry until it reaches the far side, and then we'll wrap this video up. So you can see the ferry's just heading over to the... It's a similar setup on the far side of Strangford. The Strangford side, say this is the Portaferry side. You can see the seagulls are having a good time. I've actually a better view of it than I have. So you can hear the bucket at the front of the ferry just touched down on the far side. So I'll wrap this video up in a couple of minutes. Here, that's it. So as I say, if you like this sort of content, please share with your family and friends. Consider subscribing, because as far as I'm aware, it's totally free, and hit the bell icon so that you'll be notified when I bring out my next video. But we're not just quite finished yet. Some more cars starting to arrive to get onto the ferry, but I think that'll do us almost for now. This video up in about 30 seconds. So the next video you'll see me will be probably the motorbike show down at Lough. Don't forget to, as I say, like, subscribe, any comments, always leave the comments down below, please.